Hello everyone, this is Shravanti. Welcome back to our channel. In the today's session, I am going to discuss about functional groups. Let us discuss before going to the topic. We'll discuss something. Uh, we have lot of confusions, right? When I was studying, I too have so many confusions. What is functional group? How can we remember and how can we identify the functional group in the given compound? These are all the doubts I have when I was studying. I think so many students are having the same doubts. That's why I'm teaching the each and every word from the very basic level. I hope it will helpful for the students who are going to come from the root. Okay, let us start the topic. First of all, we have to discuss what is functional group. See, we'll relate the topic to the our daily life, then we'll get some idea. For example, I'm taking some flavored rice here. One is lemon rice, right? Mm, then pudina rice, uh, coriander rice. For example, I'm taking. See here in these three examples, the rice is common, right? Instead of this, including rice here in this, we are adding lemon. Here we are adding pudina. Here we are adding coriander, right? Because of this lemon, it will get the name lemon rice, right? The main ingredient in the lemon rice is lemon. The pudina rice, the main ingredient is pudina. So that's why it gets the name pudina rice. In this, the main ingredient is coriander rice. So many flavored rices are there. Whatever the flavor we are taking, that particular name we are giving to the flavored rice, right? In the same way, then this we relate to the topic now. See here, for example, rice is, if you think this is one hydrocarbon chain, hydrocarbon, here also one hydrocarbon is there. In this also one hydrocarbon is there. Additionally, we are adding lemon, pudina and coriander. In the same way, for hydrocarbons, we'll add some functional groups. Functional group means alcoholic group, aldehyde group, any halogen groups. Like this, we are adding to the hydrocarbon chain. Because of these functional groups, the hydrocarbon chain will get the special name. That is the priority of this functional group. That is the importance of the functional group. See here, because of lemon, the rice gets the name lemon rice. Here also, because of alcohol, the hydrocarbon gets the name. What is that? Alcohol. This is the hydroxyl group. Because of hydroxyl group, the hydrocarbon chain is getting the name alcohol. If the CHO group is there, the hydrocarbon is called as a aldehyde group. Because of these groups, special groups, the hydrocarbon chains are getting the special names, that is functional groups. Now we'll discuss what are the functional groups are there and how they are arranged. So many functional groups are there, but why they are arranged in the priority order. First of all, we have to know what is priority order, on what basis the functional groups are arranged. There is no particular reason. Partially, it has one reason. Based on the oxidation states, the functional groups are arranged. For example, if you take the carboxylic group, it is having the higher oxidation state. Here the carbon is having the higher oxidation state. Because of these oxidation states, the priority order is arranged. This is one of the concept, but it does not explains why the these alkenes and alkenes are arranged. It is commonly it is the human convention. For our convenience we are arranging the functional groups like this. Okay, see here, these functional groups, when we are going to the name, giving the names, we'll use some prefixes and suffixes. Here I given some prefixes and suffixes for the functional groups. See here, the functional group structure. Structure means by seeing this compound we can say what are the atoms are present in the given compound. If the given compound is having the COOH group, we can say that are the carboxylic acids groups. That is the acid groups. We have to use the prefix carboxy. The suffix we have to use oic acid. In the same way, SO3H, if the SO3H group is there, so we can say that sulfonic acids. The prefix we have to use sulfo. The suffix we have to use sulfonic acid. Like this we have to give the prefixes and suffixes. If you want, you can note down these. This is the decreasing order of the priority groups. This is very important. The priority order is very important when the compounds are containing more than one functional group. If it has only one functional group, we don't want this priority order. If the compounds containing more than one functional group, it is very, very important. This is about functional groups. In these functional groups, see here, from here to here, these all are, from here to here, these all are acid groups. These all are acid groups. These are carbonyl groups. These are, see here, cyanide group. This is aldehyde group. In ketone group, hydroxyl group. This is amino group. These are alkene. This is alkyne. Nitroso. Here one oxygen is less. So nitroso. This is halogen group. Halogen, X means halogens. Chlorine, bromine, iodine. See here, this chlorine, bromine, iodine and fluorine, OR. R means here methyl groups, alkyl groups. R means alkyl groups. NO2, NO. These all the groups always used as a substituents. These always used as a substituents. We are not considering these groups as a functional groups. Okay. These groups are used as a substituents. Right. This is about functional groups.